Google just got cooked. Oh my gosh, the sky is falling. Cold email's dead. That's it, guys. Shut down your businesses. It's over. Why are you still here? It's over. I'm just joking. But this is a raw video. Not gonna have any edits in here. I just want like 4 things I want to talk about because a lot of people, have some questions about this whole Google situation. Google shut down cold email. They basically wiped out a ton of inboxes, and I want to explain what happened, what you could do, the cold email landscape as a whole, and my offer to you if you've been affected. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Kudus. I'm 26. I live in New York City. And I'm co-founder of Inframail. I've worked with a ton of companies you probably know. We've sent tens of millions of emails across all of them, like seamless.ai, aftership.com, air.ai, ocean.ai, and a ton more. And we work with a couple thousand businesses at this point. But I do want to just offer that in the beginning, just so you guys know that I'm well into cold email and have been for some years now. So this whole situation caught a lot of people off guard, and it's still, I don't think is complete yet. It still has some ways to go from my understanding and what I see. So Google shut down cold email, and basically what that means is that a lot of people that send cold emails, they were buying it from Google resellers, and Google resellers essentially have 2 ways of getting these inboxes. I remember one guy showed me this thing a long time ago, and it was like this lifetime inboxing, and it was like $6,000 for like 2,000 inboxes, something ridiculous, right? And I just didn't even think it was real, but it ended up being real, and he was using them. And I was like, when is this thing gonna come down? In my head, I was like, when is this thing gonna come down? It just seems like so unstable. You're paying once for these inboxes, and it's just like, seems like funny business. But anyways, a lot of people, a lot of these Google resellers built their business on top of this. And therefore, a lot of people got affected because Google wiped out those legacy Google accounts. And those legacy Google accounts were given to educational institutions, nonprofits, and different vendors for many different reasons. But basically, their whole workspace was free, right? That's essentially the whole part of it. And they would resell it for a couple dollars a month or $1 a month or whatever. So those ones really did get cooked. So if you're paying a very, very cheap amount, like $1 or $2 for Google inboxes, you're probably not in the best position, right? That's just me saying that. But what ended up happening is all these resellers went down, and a lot of people that had Google inboxes basically got wiped out. And they were paying really, really cheap prices on these legacy panels, but Google just didn't like that. And for whatever reason, they caught it. I don't know what was going on, how they caught it, or what it was, but it happened, and a lot of people got affected by it, especially people that run their businesses from cold email. So here's what you could do next. So what you could do, right, is you could just diversify your infrastructure. Of course, I'm co-founder of Inframail. I recommend you use our infrastructure, but there's also many providers out there. If you're running a business, I'm going from the business point, person's point of view, I would diversify. If I was you, I wouldn't only use us. I would use Google. I would use a little bit of us, a little bit of whoever that you want, and diversify, because we're also really affordable, and there's also many providers out there that are affordable, so you could just test it. Not really a big of a deal. A lot of people think this whole sky is falling moment is crazy, but it's really not. It's really not that bad. It comes out, some news come out every quarter or every bi-yearly, if that's a word, but yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's fine because, deliverability especially, business has ebbs and flows, but deliverability and cold email especially has ebbs and flows. So it's really not that big of a deal. Tomorrow we could all stop, delivering to whatever inbox or whatever. Like right now, people are not even delivering to Outlook. So it's like a very difficult thing. I don't even send emails to any Outlook accounts ever, because that's the landscape, that's what it is. But that could change in a month, right? So this is just the way that it is. So what I was gonna talk about, the third thing was the cold email landscape as a whole, which, kind of like situations that, like where I'm not delivering to Outlook, for example. A lot of providers aren't across the whole, the America really, that are sending cold emails are not delivering to Outlook. Outlook and Outlook can't even deliver to one another. This is really ridiculous. But anyways, I don't want to make this video very long. If you liked it, definitely leave it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. There's a ton on my channel. But my offer to you is, if you've been affected by this whole situation and you do want to set up cold emails, we're offering 10 free domains. You can come to us. Sorry for the noise there, but you can come to us. I'll personally do a demo call with you, 15-minute little demo call. We'll get you signed up, and I'll get you on 10 free domains. We'll create 50 new inboxes for free for you, literally 10 domains free on the house. Just email me. It's going to be the first link in the description. You can sign up and you can book a call. But I hope this helped and gave you a little bit of an idea. The wave is not finished, ladies and gentlemen. There is going to be some time where a lot of these, inboxes continue to get wiped out. But just stay prepared. Stay prepared by always diversifying. Never put your eggs in one basket, right? If you diversify your eggs in many different baskets, a couple eggs get stolen, some baskets, they figure it out where you hide your stash, you're fine, right? So diversify, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys. Peace.